So welcome everyone to another Raidercast live recording with this time 2 Laras, if you can believe it, because I can't. So a little tiny bit of context right before we start. It's been mentioned a couple of times today that Tomb Raider 4 is turning 25 this year.
I feel old.
And the only other big anniversary, please correct me if I'm wrong, is it's been 10 years since the Temple of Osiris, which, coincidentally, basically retreads some of the same ground as Tomb Raider 4. But today, with us, we have 2 classic Laras. We have the star of the recently remastered Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3, Judith, and we have the star of the upcoming remasters 4, 5, and 6 with us today. So please give a very warm welcome to Judith and Jonell.
So nice to see everyone. So many familiar faces, and so thank you for coming. You make our day, don't they?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And you make our show.
Oh, bless you.
How are you feeling today?
Great, really
Yeah.
good. Had some great time with taking a picture, having the
Oh,
pictures
we've
done.
had
That's
such
really
a
good
laugh.
fun. That was great.
You've
Wasn't
been
Yeah, it was
posing with
really
all of
fun.
the artifacts.
Yeah.
it? Yeah, I'm getting very hot.
And getting to know what some of those things actually do.
Ah.
Yeah. It's been an education.
Let's dive into some questions. I know this might be retreading a bit of ground for everyone, but there's going to be some people here who haven't heard any of your interviews before. So, to start, Judith, could we have from you a very short overview of how you were introduced to Lara and Tomb Raider, please?
I like the short bit.
We've got a lot to get through.
Yeah, as everybody knows, Tomb Raider was made in Derby, and I live in Derby. And yeah, my brother was one of the programmers at Core Design, and he said, oh, they're holding auditions for a voiceover for a heroine. Didn't know what she looked like, didn't know who she was or anything. So I didn't know what she looked like till I actually did the audition, and it was just literally one line, and that was it.
Can you remember what that line was?
Yeah, I always say it though.
Go on.
Pardon me, that was just your way of trying the doors for me.
I can't believe you only had one line in the audition.
I had to say it more than once.
Wow.
But you got the job, so.
I did get the job.
And I'm going to ask Jonell as well. Could you give us a little overview of how you were introduced to Tomb Raider and
Yes.
Lara?
I think a few people have heard this story in the audience, but don't want to bore you. But I was performing, should I say, in a musical in the West End called Elvis the Musical. And I was sharing a dressing room with a certain young lady called Shelley Blonde. And we had a lot of fun on that show, let me tell you. And we were doing our voiceovers in the day because we both had voiceover agents. And we were performing in the show at night. And so Shelley came in one day really, really excited, saying that she'd landed this role of Lara Croft in this new game, Tomb Raider. And I was so happy for her. And little did I know that a few years later, I would be getting a crack at the role myself, which we both found quite strange, to say the least. But I had been working on some CD-ROM games with this producer. We'd worked on a few games before. And he said to my agent, look, we're looking for the role of Lara Croft again, and I think Jonell might be ideal for it. But he said to me, we know we're seeing a few celebrity artists as well, so I didn't hold much hope. But I just kept my fingers crossed, and then a few weeks later, they told me that I got the part. So, yeah, it's been a highlight of my career, I suppose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did either of you think 25 years later this would happen?
No way.
Absolutely not. I think it's fabulous. I think it's fantastic. Love
Yeah.
it. Love it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. You mean so much to so many people, so it's great to have you here with us.
Thank you.
But we are going to dive into some other questions now, because I don't recall ever seeing 2 Laras in the same place for an interview before. So what I would really like to do is ask you some questions and sort of compare your experiences, so you can have a little chat about the past and about things that happened. So How was the experience of recording lines for you both, and how did you imagine Lara as you were recording her?
Well, it's not about imagining. We've told. Well, I was told what they wanted, if you like. And if you went too over the top, then they'd say, bring it down, bring it down. And today, I always say, I've said this to Jonell as well, I would have liked to have been a bit more like action and, like, rather than just like kind of saying the lines. But that's what they wanted, and that's what we did. But they were always changing the script every 5 minutes, even when we were in the booth. No, right, cutting it out. What's she doing now? What's she doing? Not sure what she's doing now. Just read the lines. So it was very vague actually, yeah. But and everything was like quick. So like a year to get the 2 out, a year to get 3 out. So it was hectic.
Where did you have to go to record? Was that local?
No, we went to. Most of the recording was done in London.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Chelsea, Chelsea Studios, and the core.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. So it seems like a very sort of on the fly thing with them sort of changing their minds as they were going along with it.
Yeah, we went to London more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah, for each game. Yeah. So, now what? Now what? All right. Okay. Yeah.
And how about you?
Well, I suppose Tomb Raider had been in the arena, so I could sort of, I knew Shelley, so I'd obviously heard her in the role, and then Judith. So, I kind of had, I knew what they were looking for, but then I suppose I added my own little bit of spice to it.
Of course, yeah.
I got the chance to play Lara when she was young, when she was 17, so there was like another dimension to her character. But, obviously I knew she was strong, intelligent, quick-witted, very sarcastic, and a lot of fun. So, yeah, I brought all those things to it.
A lot more to say as well.
Well, Shelley said that, yeah. She said, you've got to do more.
Because when I auditioned for the 4, they were going to have me as old, and you as young. But then
did it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I couldn't do the young talk. But we know what happened, and it's great.
Wow. You see, you learn a new thing every day.
Brand new little snippet of info that's really cool.
And the rest is history, as we all know.
Oh, exactly.
So I'd like to know, what were your experiences of being Lara? And by that I mean, I think you both got to do a little bit of travelling with the publishers to advertise the games, but also to sort of embody Lara in a certain way. What was that like for you?
Personally, for me, in the early days, I wasn't allowed to talk, and nobody was allowed to know who I was. So I was hidden.
Yeah.
And obviously the model, Lara, she was on show, but she wasn't allowed to talk. So it was very, very secretive, very secretive. So I was always like behind the scenes, if you like, or she came up on the screen, and then I'd, do a voice like in Atlanta, and went to Montpellier, went to Berlin, and I was interviewed with David Bailey, who used to be a really famous photographer.
Amazing.
No, well, he wasn't.
Tell us more.
Well, we had to kind of like adhere to some sort of script. And I'm sorry if this is going to sound a bit offbeat, I should say, but the first we got ready in the telly things and, headphones and all that, and because they screamed me out and all that, got ready, I thought, right, I know what's going to ask me, and that's right. So you went, so Lara, do you have periods?
What? No way.
And I literally, I don't know what, I just went, well, that's not a very nice thing to ask a lady, is it? So everyone was going. So I'm sorry if I've offended anybody.
It's bizarre.
But, it's just these odd experiences. They say, oh, it's the actress, so she can do this then, she can do that then. Well, no, actually, we've got a script because we had to learn like what film Lara liked. I don't know if you had to do all that.
Yeah.
About statistics and all that. Palaver. Sorry, not palaver, but yeah. So it's very, very different. And the Americans would just, oh, Lara, you're the bomb. but they could only see me on the screen. So when I was coming out from my cupboard, as I called it, I was going, I wasn't allowed to tell him. Anyway, that's a couple of my experiences. Sorry, Jim.
No, it's brilliant. No, I did E3. Did you ever do those?
Yeah, the E3 at last.
Yeah, the big games conferences. I'm sure a whole lot of you out there have been to them.
That's the big one we did.
Yeah. So I went to LA with that, and a bit like Judith, I was in the booth with the sensors on because I did the whole body movement thing as well, and had to do a live Q&A with the audience, which was very scary, but exhilarating at the same time. But God, I did get hot in that suit, I've got to say. The audience were asking me questions. I did get a few funny questions as well, like, what's your bra size, Lara? And some techie questions that, I didn't quite get. So we had, like, somebody from core design sitting there sort of feeding me the answers. I was being very diligent in relaying them. But, yeah, that was good fun. And, of course, I got to do a few of the commercials as well, like the Lucozade ad, Barclays and Sega. Did you do those too? Yeah.
They cut out the speaking.
No.
I think they used like a giggle.
Or a
but
grunt.
I still got paid, and I was like, great. I'm going to take the money and run for that giggle. Thank you.
You mentioned as well that you were also doing an inner booth thing while Lara was on screen talking. Was that a similar situation where they gave you like a special suit and you were sort of...
No, I didn't have to. They did that.
That was just digitally?
Yeah.
Right.
It was I think there was about probably as big as this, 16 TV screens. And they had like a minute delay because I was supposed to be in London.
Right.
And then, like you said, the audience would ask you questions. Yeah. And then, as Lara, I'd have to, answer them and stuff. And you'd never know what you were going to get.
No.
Like I got, exactly the same.
There's something that was always one of my favourites in the past, that it must have been one of those booth things where they captured you and you're talking and the bloopers from it
Oh,
went
God,
a little bit famous.
I know.
And that was very funny.
Oh, my God. I've been ribbed for that so many times. I never thought that would see the light of day.
I think one of the bits as well, I think you swore. And
I
they censored it. And so it's probably one of the first times
Potty
we
mouth
heard-
Lara.
Yeah. Lara just-
Oh, my God. Yes, that's come back to haunt me. But I don't mind. I don't.
So how have your experiences with fans been over the years since you've sort of come a bit more back into the foreground? How's it been?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So sweet. They're just like one big happy family.
Yeah.
Really are, aren't they?
And they're so complimentary. And just lovely. Love it. I love it.
And we feel like we get to know so many personally as well through like Instagram and, I like having a little chat with you all and some of the wonderful artwork.
Oh, the artwork,
like Jack brought me something today, which was really amazing.
Really amazing.
There's loads of the fans that are really special to our heart, aren't they?
Oh,
It's
very
just-
much so.
Yeah. We get really emotional when we see you as well.
Yeah, we do.
So thank you.
We love you guys.
We love you!
It's really nice as well. Like, as I said earlier, you mean so much to so many people, so it's really nice that they can sort of express
And they do
that
to us,
you.
so
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
yeah,
Ditto.
that's really cool. I love that you feel that way about these
Oh,
people.
absolutely.
Definitely.
It's
No,
like, it must
Well,
feel
totally.
so
If it
rewarding.
wasn't for them,
as
we
well.
I
wouldn't
know,
be
we wouldn't be
sitting
here
here.
enjoying ourselves.
That's it. It's something that if you didn't never expect this to happen like 25 years later, 28 now.
I don't think there's many roles out there, is there, that have lasted so many decades.
Yeah.
So we are lucky, aren't we, Judith?
Very, very.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool. Right, we are heading towards the end of some of the questions, but if you were Lara in real life, it's one of those flimsy questions. If you were Lara in real life, what place that you haven't been to would you like to go on a Tomb Raidering adventure?
There's so many places I'd like to go to. What about you, Judith?
Mine would definitely be Malta. So I've said before, like, Malta's like my second home. I went to school when I was younger. My dad was posted out there in the army. But they've got stunning churches. They've got a Hypogeum, they've got catacombs. There's port, there's cannons, there's forts, there's,
Cool.
and a beautiful scenery. And it's actually known as the jewel of the Mediterranean.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
What about somewhere you haven't been?
Haven't been. Well, that's a lot of places. Isn't it? No, as Lara. Oh, Iceland.
Oh, that'd be great.
I like it.
Iceland's lovely. Ooh. How about you?
I
Where would
think
you
I'd
to
like
go?
to do South America, like Machu Picchu, the Inca Trail, something like that.
Has anyone done that?
I'd love to do that. Personally, I'd love to do that.
Wow.
We got engaged in Iceland though, so.
Way! Congratulations!
Fantastic.
Lovely.
That is straight up Malta.
We're married now, so it's fine.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Bless you.
These were most of my main questions, but what we're going to do now is play a little game called Whose Lara Is It Anyway?
Gold!
And what is going to happen? I am going to give Judith and Jonell 7 iconic lines from Tomb Raider. I'm going to pass you these cards. I would like you to read it and pass it along.
Oh, God.
And then amongst yourselves,
Oh, I've got to put
work
my
out
glasses on.
who said it. Whose Lara was it? Now this will fall apart if you can't read my handwriting. So
Okay,
we'll
right.
try.
Can I get my glasses?
Of course, yes, sorry.
Sorry.
I know. I might need mine as well, but if they're upstairs, I might need to borrow yours. Oh my gosh.
So I think one of these is going to be quite obvious because I think you've already said it today. But we'll
Do we just say in our normal voices?
give it your best, Lara. Channel the Croft, and if you just read one at a time and then pass it on. All right?
God, there's loads. Oh, one at a time, right?
Yeah, go.
Oh. As Lara.
As Lara, as your best Lara.
Welcome back. After that grueling business last year, I decided to build this assault course to hone my skills and to learn some new ones.
I know this one.
No, do the first one again.
Oh, I've got
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
the first one.
and
Oh,
then
okay,
work
okay,
out
okay.
Who said it?
Oh God, I'm letting the cat out the bag now.
This is
Okay.
nerve-wracking.
Welcome back. After that grueling business last year, I decided to build this assault course to hone my skills and learn some new ones.
That's brilliant.
Wow.
So, whose Lara was it?
Me.
Yeah,
You know.
it's you. Definitely you.
Nailed it.
She did it better.
I'll just go with the majority.
Okay, let's go on. Number 2. If
Yeah.
you want to start, just pass
Okay.
it between you.
I'm a dangerous girl. And right now, I'm losing patience.
I'm a dangerous girl, and right now I'm losing patience.
That'll be me.
The angry one. Wonderful.
Stroppy.
Yeah. Let's go.
Pardon me, if that was just your way of trying the doors for me.
Want to give that your best one?
Pardon me, if that was just your way of trying the doors for me. I didn't read that very well. Stuttering.
It's nerve-wracking, isn't
It
it?
is. Oh, under
You've done it.
pressure. Oh, okay. The next one. Okay. Your perception of good timing is bad. Hey?
Yeah. Second one. It's only 2 more.
Okay.
Your perception of good timing is bad.
Who said that?
Which one? Who do you reckon it was?
Me.
I don't know. I seriously don't know. Oh my god.
Right.
Okay. You know it's going to be. Oh no. You know it's going to be a real pleasure to shut you up.
you know it's going to be a real pleasure to shut you up.
Oof.
It's
It's
got
me,
to
I
be,
know that one, yeah. That was me, I think, yeah.
All right. And is this the last one?
I don't know, there's two more.
Oh, is there two more? No, yeah, go on, carry on, sorry.
I feel stronger now.
I feel stronger now. That was me.
Yeah, that's
That was
it.
you.
Definitely. Yeah.
Let's go for the last one.
Okay. From this moment, your every breath is a gift from me.
From this moment, your every breath is a gift from me.
That's you.
No, it's not. Is it me?
What?
No, it's you.
me?
Curveball. Who was it?
No, Shelley.
It
Shelley!
was Keeley. Sorry,
Oh
curveball.
my God.
It was Keeley.
Keeley!
It was Keeley. Sorry, that was a curveball right at the end.
I like that.
So that was...
Nerve-wracking.
And fun. I love that.
That was the end of the interview, but I would like to open up to the floor if Luke, if we have time, to ask
Hi,
your questions.
Does anybody know what Lara was originally going to be called?
What was it? Laura?
Lara Cruz.
Ah, Lara Cruz.
I knew you'd done it. I knew you'd.
Does this one work? Does this one? Okay, there's lots of hands. I'm going to go in the middle first. I'll come back to the front. You guys have had a lot of attention. I'm going to go there, I'm going to go here, up there, down there. There you go.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hiya. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Just dropped a gun. It's fine. What advice would you give other actors?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What advice would you give other actors, like new actors or people that have been in it for a while?
I don't really... Oh, God, that's a really hard question because I haven't really done a lot. I mean, my background's in musical theatre, so it's a bit, and dancing, but...
I would say be yourself.
I was going to say...
Definitely be yourself.
Be yourself in there, but
Yeah.
a confidence, obviously, just have confidence in yourself.
Yeah,
Really.
to push yourself. Yeah.
Don't
It-
say, I can't, I can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very well put, Judith. Very well put.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, hiya.
Hello. First, nice to see you guys.
you.
I actually have a short two-part question. So the first one I was going to ask was, earlier this year there was a BAFTA Awards poll done, and Lara Croft was voted the most iconic video game character of all time. And now I'm just looking for cheap applause. And also the remasters of 4, 5, 6 was just announced. How do you guys feel knowing that after all these years later, she's still iconic, not just for us, but like across the globe?
Oh God, really proud. Just so proud to be a part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And to say that you've.
It's like you said before, though, Jonell, and it's still
Yeah.
going today, and it's still fantastic.
Incredible.
It's just amazing that it's still, everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Even the beginning, in the early games, as well as
Yeah,
it
yeah.
carrying on. Sorry, I'm interrupting you all.
No, not at all, not at all. No, totally, I agree. Yeah, I mean, such an honour because
Yes,
it
that's
was such a unique part, and to play such a strong character for a woman. I think back when we did it, it was pretty much unheard of, wasn't it? There wasn't that many
No.
big
No, there
protagonists
weren't, no.
that were women. So, the fact that it's still that way
Yeah,
today.
and we're still celebrating it.
We are, yeah.
Not for many years, I'm getting not too old.
I know. Oh, good question, though.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm in the
Hello.
middle.
Hiya.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks so much for coming today.
Thank you.
My question is for Jonell. You seem so friendly and smiley and happy. The Lara that you portray is so the opposite of that. And
I know.
I wanted to
It's
ask
so
if that was difficult or easy, or if it came quite naturally.
I think everybody likes playing the bad guy in a sense, and especially in Angel of Darkness, I sort of got to play that part of Lara. So I wouldn't say I found it hard, I just found it fun. You know, I could really get my teeth into her, and like I said earlier, I really liked the sarcasm that she has. You know, she's a little minx, really, isn't she? You know. So
you're both amazing voices, and I agree. I would never think that you are like actually Lara Croft. Like most of the people would say so. Anyway, so that's not the question. But yeah, I love you. I love you as the voices of Lara Croft. Not. Sorry, that's it. And anyway, the question is, and we can skip the question if you can't.
no,
do
go
it.
for it, darling.
So
Come on.
the question is, if you speak more than English, would you? This is a hard one because if you do,
I don't do languages. I'd love to, but
Judy, do you speak more than English?
no.
All right.
I wouldn't like to say.
So the idea was like because I like the idea like Lara Croft being able to actually be the same
To
voice,
speak
the same voice
many different languages. I'm sure she
same
probably
person,
could.
same actress.
She
Yeah,
probably can,
Yeah.
yeah, it's all right. Yeah,
I know.
I was thinking,
know the
nope, cool.
basic school French and Spanish.
Yes, same.
All right.
But I would like to
Fortunately.
say I'm proficient in any of them, but
They just speak English.
yeah. Plain old English. But they have the other actresses for that, don't they?
They do actually.
You
Yeah.
know?
Other countries have their own
Exactly.
actresses.
Hi there.
Hello.
Would you ever read a book, like do an audiobook? Both of you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I've done a few audiobooks in the past. I did something for you, didn't I, Ash? We did, that was, 2 years ago now? Yeah, we played it at the last quad, didn't we? Yes, 2 years ago. Yeah, that was really fun. So we got to know a little bit more about what happened to Lara afterwards, didn't we?
How about you, Judith, as well?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to do children's books actually. So I think that'd be really, really easy, and you can really not so many big words. And you can act as well, can't you? Make voices and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We've got time. It's fine.
Hello, is all right?
Hiya.
Question for both of you. Angel of Darkness, Lara needs a chocolate bar to feel better and stronger. So, what's one thing you need a day to get through it?
Coffee, definitely. Injected in the morning. Yeah. No, I need coffee.
As myself or as Laura?
As you.
Secret's out.
Hello. Just a question for Jonell. At the end of Tomb Raider 4, obviously spoilers, Laura supposedly had died at the end of it. Did you know you were going to go on to making 5 and 6 eventually at some point? Or did you think that was just one and done?
No, I didn't know, actually. No, good question. No is the answer to that.
Thank you.
I was just very, very happy to be asked to come back to do 5 and 6, but yeah, no.
Oh dear. Well, personally,
Hello.
Tomb Raider's been a big part of my life. It's the reason why I bought a PlayStation back in '99, and I'd say Tomb Raider 1's my favourite, personally. So, if you've played any of the games, either of you, which one would you say you like the best?
I can't play any of them.
Neither can I.
I tried. I did try when Tomb Raider 2 came out, because and I just can't. So I don't know how you guys do it. It's really clever.
No, I haven't even tried my own. I tried Shelley's, which I was terrible at, and I've never attempted again. So, no.
So I am very familiar with many of your many unused voice lines in Tomb Raider. I actually make videos on YouTube. I go under Dragoon Croft. I don't know if anyone here knows. But my question is, was there any direction on between the games, like how you should change your voice? Was there any like we want you to be a little more, like I know in Angel of Darkness, you were a little more vicious and gnarly and stuff. And I just was curious to know if there was any instruction there.
Absolutely, definitely. Obviously, I don't know, is Murty still here? Because Murty was...
Gone downstairs.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, Murty had a good chat with us before we even started, doing the voices on it. And we took the script away and we read it, and then, he gave us his idea of how the character was going to progress through the game. And I mean, obviously, when I did Tomb Raider 4, when I did young Lara as well, we tried out lots of different tones, and then they were like, pitch her there. So, I mean, and the rest of it was all sort of very commanding, really. She's very strong.
Well, like I said earlier, the script was changing all the time. So we'd say one line, and I don't know, what's she doing now? Well, we're not quite sure yet, because we're still making the game. So I didn't get quite that, really. It was just a matter of actually saying the lines, to be honest. So but that was my experience.
Hello, Laras.
Hello.
Hello, Jake.
So where Chris was doing the Whose Lara Is It Anyway, if it's possible, give your best Laras to say the line, unsavoury little runt.
Unsavoury little runt.
Oh,
you first, Jonell.
One of the old favourites. You savoury little runt. I quite like saying that. Is it unsavoury? Or did I say savoury? You unsavoury little runt.
Was that one of your lines? Was it? I'm glad it wasn't mine. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
You unsavoury... What was it? I have to be careful. You unsavoury little runt. Oh dear.
You're right. Bit of a role play one for you. Let's say I've just won the lottery and I got loads and loads of money, and I now own the rights to Tomb Raider. I'm going to ask you, Shelley, and Judith to come back, and your answer would be
a resounding yes.
Definitely yes.
Thank you.
That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah.
2 more, and I've been chosen.
As long as we could do it in Rio or somewhere like that. Yeah. Mauritius, Maldives.
Greetings, Judith and Jonell. My question is for Jonell, but I just have to say that Judith is the reason why I played Tomb Raider in the first place, and ended up whizzing my underwear because I was scared of the tigers and the dinosaurs and the dragons and all that type of stuff. So, but no, it brought us together as a unity. Me, sister, and me dad would all So I want to thank you very much for all those memories. And Jonell, I wanted to get your opinion on whether or not, because AOD was very much a huge turn point for Lara Croft. It was like a snap, because it was like, well, we need to go this way in the franchise. And I just wanted to kind of ask your opinion on this, whether or not the character of Trent, who no one here has dressed...
You're rocking a good Trent there.
Oh, I bless you. Do you ever think that now we're in an era of games being changed or anything like that? Do you ever reckon we will see him again in a add-on or something else?
I think it would be brilliant if he brought Curtis Trent back. Yeah.
Like Eric.
Yeah, Eric's a lovely guy. But yeah, I know. I don't think I think he should have come back. I really do. I don't. No, he's not dead. No, I think there's definitely more to him. Let's see. I mean, I don't know whether that would ever happen, but who knows? I'm not the one who writes the script. So. But I think it would be lovely if he came back. Yeah.
Dallas, the guy in charge of Tomb Raider, said that Curtis is his favourite non-Lara character.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Yeah, they definitely had a moment, didn't they, Lara and Curtis? Will they, won't they? But it was strictly business.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, so knowing how they were trying to cater for the male gaze in the 90s, like people asking about your bra size and that inappropriate question for you, Judith. Are you aware that you all are queer icons and a lot of us who love the franchise are in the LGBT community? And why do you think that's the case?
Oh, that is a good question, isn't it? It's a very good question. I think that you probably love Lara because she is strong and ballsy and that whole witty, sarcastic, part of her. I think you probably like that about her, admire that about her. Yeah, but I certainly did know about that. And I absolutely love the community for that very reason. What about you, Judith?
Well, I agree 100% with
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
I think you like her because she's a strong woman. You can kind of identify with her as well. Yeah. She's not afraid of...
She knows her own...
mind.
Yeah, she knows her own mind. But she's also got that other side to her as well.
Yeah.
That sort of, like, I always think there's like, she's got a bit of me in her and she's got a bit of you in her and a bit of Shell in, etc.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think she's more real in that way.
Yeah, she's very sassy. And I think you like a bit of sass. Yeah.
It's a good question, actually.
Yeah, it's very good.
Could you say slay for us?
Slay? Do you know what? Oh my God, that is my 11-year-old daughter's favourite word at the moment. Everything is slay in our house at the moment.
Okay then. So give a round of applause to these three. Did an amazing job.